Obviously, she was or is a follower of the Ahlul Bayt, peace and blessing be upon them. So was this your first understanding of the complexities within Islam? In other words, that, you know, it's not just, well, we are all one body, Muslims, we all believe in one God, and obviously his prophet, his holy prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, and the book. But was this your first realization of the fact that, well, there were actually some differences, there were different shades of Muslim, different opinions within Islam?
Well, I always knew that there was the different sects. I mean, obviously there's I think the two main ones were obviously Sunni and Shia. And in my head, the Sunnis were the main body of people.
The more rounded.
Yeah, the more, well, because it's the majority, so you just assume that the majority are right. And the Shia were, from what I can understand, the troublemakers. That's the only way I can put it. The concept that I have of that I had of the Shias, and I obviously thought because they're small, they're the minority, then maybe they were a little bit crazy, and you know,
they have to be heard, type of thing.
So they make a lot of like noise because there's only a few of them. But I realised that because I'd come to Islam, and obviously the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and his family was the messenger of Islam, I felt that, okay, so if I start right at the beginning and I learn about this personality, so I learn about the Prophet, then I want to know everything about him. So like I would start reading about him. And one of the things I realised is that for me, I wanted to live by his code of ethics, by his morals.
Sure. Because
he was this perfect example. And I guess one of the things that came through, one of the things that was apparent was I wanted to love those that he loved. And the people that the Prophet loved the most, of course, was his Ahlul Bayt, his family. And that's where I obviously started to understand the concept of Shias. And it was a very strange moment because I remember sitting there thinking, but it's so obvious that the path for the Shia is correct versus the path of the Sunni. It makes logical sense for it to go, you know, these are infallible. They're not people that have sinned and erred along the way and then have nominated themselves to become the next successor. So for me, it just made logical sense that this was the correct path. And so there's me